What's up, YouTube? I'm Trent Wel-Don. Welcome back to the channel Wel-Don Aquatics. We're talking about probably the coolest and most fun tool I have found yet for water changes. All right, guys, so you probably have seen these around. A few of you may actually have them. I finally got one. We are talking about the Etekcity, what is it? Etekcity Laser Grip 1080 infrared temperature gun. It's a laser gun for your aquarium. This is the most fun thing I've ever used. Like literally, as I'm making this video, I'm just pointing it around because who doesn't like to see a laser on the wall? And you can mess with some people. But all right. Let's get into the function of this and how you'd actually use this for your tank. So what does this do? It points an infrared laser and it gives you a digital readout of the temperature at such item you're pointing it to. You know, the wall, my camera, my hand. Like it's that simple. And every time you click the trigger and hold it, you're gonna get a temperature reading of wherever you're pointing. This was only like 15 bucks on Amazon and it came with a 9-volt battery to run it. I will leave a link in the description below of where I picked this up and if you want to get one. But like the best feature I found for this was water changes. So you've probably seen this floating around where people will measure the tank water after or kind of during they're doing a water change. And that's nice. I mean, if you have a large fish room or a couple fish tanks, you no longer need like the digital thermometer kind of a thing or the old school thermometers to do your water changes with, you know, trying to warm up the temperature. And if you're anything like me, you've done it where you run your hand on the water, like, yep, close enough. With this, you can get spot on water changes with temperature. I literally hooked up my Python system, turned on the faucet, and I pointed the laser right where the water was coming out, and I got a perfect digital readout. I like to do like a degree or two cooler as I'm doing water changes. So my tanks sit around 77 to 78 degrees. Well, one of them does. Another one sits around 75. So I try and match that as close as I can. So on the larger tank, I'll do about a 75 degree water change, where the smaller tank, I'll do like a 73 degree water change. And when you're adjusting your tap water, your bathtub, it's super difficult to try and match it up perfectly. Not anymore. You get to literally use a laser gun and do perfect water changes. Try it. It's so cool how it worked. Literally, turn on the faucet, point it at it, you get a perfect digital readout. You start doing a water change. You have, let's say you have a thermometer in your tank and the temperature starts slowly rising. You know, 77, 78, 79, now you're like at 82 degrees. So now you run over, flip on the cold water, and now you're trying to bring it back down. That's more stressful on your fish, and that fluctuation of hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. No longer. With the Etekcity thermal, what are they calling this thing? Infrared. The infrared thermometer. You can do perfect temperature of water changes. I highly recommend this. I'm using this everywhere. And when I say everywhere, I quite literally mean everywhere. I may or may not have found a fun use for this outside of water changes. I'll leave that in the very end of the video. But for now, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I really, check this out, link in the description. If you've enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up, give me a subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one. And enjoy the fun clip of what else I found to do with the Etekcity infrared thermometer gun.
She's like, Dad, give it to me. Who needs cats? She's like, oh.